not as divided as we are.
Right.
But
our family mindset is to when you old enough at this point, you can take care of yourself, go on about your business.
By the time you turn 18, you are officially grown. Get out
Not
my
even
house.
18 sometimes.
Nah,
Like,
you right.
Go fend for yourself. You got it.
Right. You old enough to reach the stove. You know how to use it. You good.
Right. Like, we need, and especially with the kids nowadays, a lot of adults are trying to be more so their friends
Instead
than
of
actually
their moms
their
or
parents
their dads.
or whoever is
That
raising
is
them.
annoying.
You know what I'm saying? They are doing all this, and then instead of instilling in them things that they could learn now while they're young and implement that as an adult, they're teaching them how to twerk or teaching them
Twerking with them.
or right, and or either
No.
teaching them how to do how to sell or do whatever and all stuff. Like, what is it that you could teach your child that will help them generations from now, days from now, months from now, years from now? What is it that you can instill into your child for them to make a difference?
Exactly.
Like, it was a comedy show, but they made a point. They said Obama's mama must have told him something. Obama's mama and his teacher must have told him something and made him actually believe that he could be a black president. My mama never told me that. That's exactly what the comic said. They said that Obama's mother and teacher must have instilled something in him to make him believe that he could be the first black president, and he was.
There he was.
You have
with
to
a
understand.
beautiful FLOTUS. Oh my God.
A beautiful FLOTUS and a beautiful family. Period. There was
whole
no type of
family.
scandals or anything while he was in the White House, and I'm not just boasting because he was the first black president.
Not saying that everything was perfect.
Right,
While
I'm
he
not
was
saying
in
that everything was
office.
perfect while he was in the office, but what I'm saying
He
is,
took
do
on
you
the
see
highest peak of the struggles.
Do you see that not only did he step up to the plate, but
He took the plate.
he stepped up to the plate, he killed it. He had a whole family. There was no type of scandals. Oh, nobody was caught drinking. Nobody was caught out doing stuff that they weren't supposed to do. Nobody was out there trying to talk junk about him behind his back because they were a unit.
Exactly.
They know the difference.
Exactly.
And that's what we need to be as a culture, as a black people. We need to learn, instead of competing with each other, trying to be better than the next. Women, oh, well, I'm better than you because of XYZ, or I look better than you because of XYZ. Instead of being all like this, we need to be like, hey, sister, get up off the ground. Let me fix your crown for you. Let me help you fix your crown. What is it that you need from me? What is it that I can do for you to help you?
No matter how low we could be ourselves.
Right.
You know?
Like, if we could do that, and if we could actually come together like that as a culture, we would be a force to reckon with.
Strong, okay? Like, I've visualized some things. Like, it's a lot of black salons out here. It's a lot of black stylists out here. Nobody wants to be one. Everybody wants to, oh, well, I do hair. Oh, well, I do hair better than she do hair. Like, why we can't? It's like, it's almost impossible. Like, for no reason. But then you see black fashion stylists that's out here, they teaming up with each other. Like, why we can't be like that? Like, when I look for someone to work with, I'm looking at what we can build together to make what we're doing stronger. I'm not looking at what I can take from you to make myself better and then kick you to the curb. Like, that mindset is the worst mindset to ever have, because you would be in your feelings if somebody were to do that to you and then boot you to the side, like, and then take all the credit for what they got from you, knowledge wise. We gotta stop that. Like, for real. Point blank, period. Cut it out.
This part. And then on top of that, like that can actually go into the next subject. As far as black on black crime, let me just say this, and before I say this, I'm gonna say a disclosure, even though I don't need to. It's not just white people that are killing us, and it's not okay for them to kill us or feel like it's okay to kill us just because they can and they have that power to. It is not okay in any shape or form. But what I am saying is, because I'm all for the culture, I'm all for the protests, I'm down for the riots and all this other stuff, as long as it is for the cause. And I don't see, and I'm gonna say this because, especially I'm gonna say this on here because first of all it's my show, but and I said this on a post and everybody and their mama went in on me, but then the next day had a whole turnaround. But I don't understand, what I will never understand is, we're so enraged, we're so upset, oh, well, kill the white man, kill the police, whatever, F the police, all this stuff. As soon as a white cop at that, kills one of us, someone outside of our race kills one of us, we are outraged. We are pissed off for about a week or two.
Yeah.
And then you don't hear anything else about it.
Yeah.
But we're pissed off and we rioting, we burning stuff, we throwing everything, and we don't like people and F the police and all this mess like that, like F the crackers and blah blah blah. But as soon as it's another black person that kills us, we so used to it's a norm at this point. Oh, well, okay, it's just another black person is dead.
Nothing's being said.
There's no protests.
Like,
where are the protests? Where are the riots? Where is the
same
uproar?
energy when it's your own people.
Like that's what I will never understand. Why is there not an uproar? That same rage, that same keep that same energy, boo boo, when it's one of us. I don't understand. What's the difference? Yes, people was like, oh, well, black on black crime, that was a term that, the white man put on us and all this other stuff. White people kill inside their race too, and it's just a race thing. We kill inside of our racism. And I don't give a flying flip. That don't make it right.
What I don't like is the fact that those are the only things that are being posted about. Like the cops outside of our race killing us. But the level of white cops killing white people is almost just as high as the black cops killing black people. But nobody wants to talk about those two things. It's always the white cop did this to a black man, or another sister died because this happened with a white cop. Like, why? Why is that the main thing that hits publicity? I will never get it. Like, everybody's killing each other at this point. Either because they're scared, they felt threatened, they're privileged, or vengeance. It's always one of those four. Always.
And again, we are not saying that it's right
Not
for the police to kill us, or the white man or whoever outside of our race to kill us. We are not saying that at all.
Not at
What
all.
we're saying is, why do you not have that same outrage, that same uproar, that same energy when it's one of us? Like, we don't even respect each other, but we're asking for respect.
Right. You can't do that.
Like, yes, there are plenty more white people that kill each other. I mean, granted, I watch a lot of crime stuff, and it's majority white people is killing other white people because of jealousy and envy and other things.
Yeah.
But the point being, why aren't we just as mad when we kill one of us? I feel like we should just have that same energy. Maybe that's just me. Oh well. But why is that? Somebody answer that question for me. The people that were going in on me to the people that were going in on me on my post, when I posted that, please jump on this live.
Please explain.
And explain why you so upset about the white man killing us, but when
Ain't
it's
got
one of us,
nothing to say when it's
and
one
I
of
mean,
us.
and it was it was some of my family too. So hello, jump on the post. Thank you.
Now, when she says killing, I think she's meaning more like the physical death, no more life in you killing. When I say killing, I'm meaning the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. We just killing each other. Like, whether it's talking down about one another because you don't like something. Oh, well, I don't think you should do that because this is happening. Oh, girl, that don't look good. Or you be like, oh, you tell one person, oh, yeah, you look good, girl. And then you turn around to somebody else. Oh, she knows she need to do better than that. Like, she knows she don't need to wear that. What in the world she got on? What's going on with her hair? And then it gets back to that person. You just shot them down. If they have low self-esteem already,
you're not fixing their crown, pretty much.
We all have our crowns. The jewels that you make in them is up to you. You can't be mad if one queen has more jewels than you. If you're a real queen, work your way up to it. Tell sis you proud of her. Congratulate her. Make her feel good. You never know what she might do for you later on down the line.
That part.
Oh, I remember you. You were there when such and such happened. Girl, let me help you out.
You were there when I was down. I just hit the lotto.
Like,
65 million or something. You don't know.
Don't kick them while they down.
You don't know.
Don't kick them while they down. If they down so far and you see who's kicking them, be willing to get kicked with them to help them up. Try that out.
Because that's about like, at that point, just piggybacking off of that, that's just about as bad as when you are in a relationship and that person, you were at your lowest point. Mm-hmm. You may have been depressed, you may have been broke, you may have been poor, living out of your car, and because they don't have what the other person had or what the next man has, you mad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want you, you broke. I don't want no scrubs. Ain't that what TLC said? Like, you hollering out your boy's window, but you ain't got your own. Oh, you staying at your mama house, but you ain't got your own. Oh, all this judgmental stuff, but what do you have? Do you have a car?
But when you be judging like that,
do you have a house?
Don't be mad when they pull up on you.
That part.
And they own whip going to their own house with the next girl.
Like, right. Like that could have been the
It
next Bill
been
Gates. That could have been the next Bill Gates, and here they come pulling up in a Porsche or whatever. They ain't even gotta have a fancy car. They could have just bought a regular car.
Old Camry.
You get a whole old Toyota. Have a whole Nissan pulling up on you.
Listen, them old cars be the best cars.
Listen. Like, and now you sitting here and you walking. Oh,
catching the bus.
Oh, you want to give me a ride?
No, I
Nah,
don't.
You remember?
No, remember?
remember?
Smell my palm. Remember?
Like, you remember when, like, I was down on my luck and I ain't have a penny to my name, and you was like, oh no.
Oh, you ain't want me.
You
I wasn't it.
Right.
I wasn't it, but you didn't know what I was sitting on, not being it for you.
Like, you can't judge a book by its cover because you never know what God has planned for them.
that. That's why I hate those posts that be like, when the ex is like, I'm dating somebody better than you. No, boo. You dating what's better for you.
Ooh, that was deep.
You're not dating better than me. In my mind, I'm the best of the best of the best. Okay? I just wasn't it for you. I wasn't that piece of the puzzle fit to complete your picture. Okay?
I mean, we just speaking facts at this point. And some of y'all may be mad. But I mean, I don't see y'all quiet at this point. Y'all crickets.
Cricket.
I mean, because you know that we speaking the truth. But y'all don't want to hear it. Because
that's another thing that I don't get.
That's one thing that black people do not like is when you speak the truth.
Y'all be so quick to run up on gossip. And, ooh, girl, did you hear about such and such and such and such? But then when it comes down to it, it's, Okay, so what's something else we can talk about? Because I don't have time.
That part.
Like, you don't have time to better yourself?
And there's a lot. I mean, granted, outside of the racist people out there or whatever, because, I mean, they two-faced anyway. But, your biggest enemy is normally the person that's closest to you. Your biggest hater is normally the person that's closest to you.
Boy, if that ain't the truth, Jesus.
Like, you can have all this stuff, and your biggest hater is right there with you, trying to live it up with you, live through you.
Living off your benefits. I had to eat the mic on that one.
Like, I'm just saying, that's truth. Like,
well, listen.
You have the biggest haters that are right there with you, and they sitting there talking the most junk about you. When you're not around, oh, you the topic of the conversation, boo-boo. Your ear was itching.
They was talking.
You thinking, look, you... They had a post. They said, tell one thing. It don't matter whether it's a lie or the truth, but make it be a lie. Tell somebody that you consider close or somebody in your circle. Tell them a lie. The one that you trust the most. Tell them a lie and see how fast it get back to you. I mean, if I'm lying, let me know.
No, you're not. Cause
if I'm not telling the truth, somebody let me know.
It slips up in the most random part of the conversation. Like, y'all could be talking about something completely different, and then whatever you and the next person was talking about comes up out your mouth because you forgot who you was talking to. Or you could be talking to somebody else that would go back to the person y'all were talking about.
And you ain't gotta lie, Craig, okay? Listen, because them lies gonna catch up to you quick, because I swear for good Lord.
Listen.
I know plenty of people. I ain't gonna say that I know them like, we ain't buddy, we ain't butt buddies and all this mess, but listen, I know plenty of people.
Did you really just
I did say butt buddies. Listen.
I ain't heard that in
I
forever.
know plenty of people that will sit there and be all up in your face and they just lying their little butt off and you know the truth.
Right.
What are you lying for? And then you gonna get caught up in it because I'm a slick person. I'm sorry. Call it the Virgo in me.
I ain't gonna tell you.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm like, okay, bet. You do? What? Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna bring up a whole nother conversation and it's gonna be about what you just talked about, but it's gonna you gonna get what? You know about who? What happened now? I did what? No, that wasn't me, like such and such blah. Oh,
or they be real quick to, I must have been intoxicated.
Oh, pimp,
I don't remember
listen, you just got because the truth is gonna come out eventually. And 9 times out of 10, I normally know the truth. Okay.
Yep. I know it before you say something
that
about
part,
it.
I know it already. I'm waiting to
Just
see how long it's gonna take you to tell me.
Just admit it already. I'm tired of fighting with you.
Like, and your your best friends and people like that, they should be the main ones that you are close to, that you have that confidence in and that trust, where you know that they won't tell your deepest, darkest secrets. If you don't have at least one person that you can trust like that, there's no point in having them around. Your circle can be as small as a period. Ain't that what Drake said?
Your circle
can be as small as a period.
Your circle can be your reflection in the mirror.
That part, girl, I was about to say, get out of my head. I was about to say, your reflection can be you.
You can go in the bathroom and be in the mirror and be like, it's me and you.
Listen, because sometimes
real.
you only have yourself.
Sometimes it's best to be alone.
That part.
Sometimes
you
it's
don't
best
always
to
have
be
to
alone.
have somebody.
Don't be scared of that. I used to be.
But you know, again, we as a culture feel like we have to up one another. So therefore, that's where the lies come from. Oh, well, I got this. Oh, well, I just got a good thou the other day because of, whatever. Oh, cool. You did?
Let me hold a little something. You remember when I let you borrow such and such?
Right.
Was you going to pay me back?
Oh, and don't talk about that. Listen, you borrow money. Oh, man, listen, you ain't getting it back. Oh, funky 20. I ain't want it no way.
If you let somebody borrow money and they don't pay you back, it's funny to me when they let you borrow money and they expect you to pay it back. What?
I mean, granted, I'm the type of person, I'll try to be upfront and honest and real at all times. Because that's just me. I ain't gonna sit there and sugarcoat nothing. But I'm not the type of person that, like, with me, if you borrow something, money, whatever, I'm not gonna sit there and hassle you for it. The only time that you will hear anything about it, half the time I forget that I done lent it to you.
Yes.
Until
yes,
like
do.
Maybe, or either if I do remember, I'm still not gonna hassle you. I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay, until I'm desperate. Like I'm down to my last penny. Oh, okay, you remember when I let you borrow? You got it? You mind if I get it back? Cause I'm in this hard time, I need it. Then you mad. Nah,
Or they be like, oh man, I wish I could, but I can't. And then you turn around and you see them doing all this access extra lavish.
They
stuff
balling on Facebook.
On Facebook and Snapchat and all that stuff. What?
They living the life, but you ain't got.
I'm
you
pulling
ain't got the $10
up.
that I was needing.
I'm pulling up. The definition of pull up game strong.
Like,
I'm pulling up.
Why is it? Why is it like that? It should not be. But why is it like that?
You know what? I just had a whole moment. Can we change the meaning behind pull up game strong? Like the whole I'm pulling up because I want to fight. Can we change that definition? Can we change it to like I'm pulling up because I see you needing help? Or I'm pull up game strong. I'm good. I can help you. Can we change that? Why do I always gotta lead to negative violence and all this? Like, why? Why we always fighting? Why we always fighting? Like, it's too many of us in this world to be hating on each other. Way too many. Too many. Too many. Like, I would be crazy to tell anybody that I made it as far as I did by myself. I would be crazy. No, boo. I got mentors. I got tutors. I got help. Still need help, but I got help, okay? Don't be ashamed of that. We be feeling like, I don't get that either. Why we feel like less of a person because we have to ask for help. What?
Oh.
What is that about?
Let me, that's the pride factor right there. I mean,
push your pride to the side, baby. You too proud to beg. That's.
Well, listen. Let me just say this. Cause as far as I lost my track because she started on a whole nother subject and I was about to go in. Okay, but anyway,
sorry.
let me bring it back. Okay, so as far as we're gonna jump into being black. Wait, crimes while being black. Crimes while black. Okay? Let me say this. I have a friend right now. I'm not gonna, well, let me not say a friend because I don't know them personally, but I would say that we could be associates.
You have an associate.
We are friends on Facebook. Let me say that, okay?
That's a very different friend.
Legit had an altercation with an officer, a white officer at that. They were pulled over for their tags because their registration was out. And just because they had a brand new 2020 Charger, this cop not only brought backup, they brought backup on backup. And then
backup.
asked him if you would get out of the car
So they could
so
search
I can
his
have
car.
a search dog to search your car.
Mind you, the dog was dumb. The
But
dog
there was
licking
no
the grass and
reason
whatnot.
to step out of the car. You ran my tags. Okay, yes,
What
my
you need to search
registration
my
is
car
out.
for?
What are you searching my car for? And
Now,
then,
mind you, this is a very well-educated brother.
right. And then
Okay.
had the nerve to ask if they had any guns on them or any type of weapons. Why is that the first thing that you think of? That's called DWB, driving while black. Okay? Like the definition, definitely. Driving while black. Had nothing to do with the tags, but you want to search my car and ask if I have guns and everything else.
Because I'm a brother
Because
with a
I
new
have
car.
a brand new car.
Like, we not supposed to have nothing. We not supposed to be good enough to have nothing.
Right. And
You mad because I'm driving something better than you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we all have racist stories. I know I do.
I do too.
Like, I mean, outside of that, I had a time where I was pulled, and this is right after Cheeto was elected. I had a time I was pulled. I had done nothing at all.
Just driving.
Just driving. I stopped. I looked both ways. And then I proceeded to go about my way, and a cop did a U-E and pulled up behind me. He and his little female cop decided that they were going to come and stop me on a Thanksgiving Day.
I remember you telling me about
And
that.
they decided to one on each side of the car. And the first question, not where you know your name, your registration, all this good stuff. The first question that came out of their mouth: you have any guns, knives, bazookas, AKs, anything type weapon in your car? Now, I said before that I am a very real
She's a
person
butthole.
and I do not sugarcoat stuff. I will respect you as long as you respect me. I don't judge people for what other people say. I judge you for who you are and what I get to know about you. But when you become smart, you become smart with me, I'm going to be smart with you.
Sarcasm at
And
its
when
best.
this occurred, they asking me about bazookas and everything else. I said, oh yeah, it's all in the trunk. I got it right there. Go ahead and pop it. Why are you asking me ignorant questions like that? Oh, where are you from? I'm sure that you can read, sir. I've given you my license. It's on my license plate. It says North Carolina.
The registration is in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Like, why are we being... Okay.
Huh.
Oh, what's your phone number? Why are you trying to call me? Like, what are you asking all this personal info for? Like, I've never in life got asked all these ridiculous questions, and they kept coming back to my car asking me different questions just because I was a black woman that was in a severely racist state.
Yeah.
I mean, they were Trump heavy. Listen, they had billboards with Bible verses and stuff, Trump heavy, okay? And
The
you're
devil.
asking me all these questions, and since they could not find anything to pull me for or to give me a ticket for, I said, hey, I'm going to go on about my day. unless y'all gonna give me a ticket for whatever, because you apparently you having an issue trying to figure it out. Unless you're about to ticket me for something outrageous, I'm leaving. So they decided that they were gonna give me a ticket for running the stop sign. You remember I said before, I stopped. I looked both ways and proceeded on my way. You came to find me. Why? Because I was a black person?
More than
I
likely.
mean, because I had a new version of a car? What are you stopping me for? And you couldn't find anything, so you just kept coming back so that you could find a reason to come after me. Like, I will never understand that. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to let you know I'm not coming to this court case.
I'm not, because this is stupid.
Sorry. Not sorry. I'm not coming. Oh, well.
That's about as bad as one night I was on UNCG's campus, leaving my friend's dorm. Hadn't had anything to drink. Usually, when I go over there, I'd be drinking. But this night, I wasn't feeling all of that, so I decided I wasn't going to. I took a big girl pill.
Oh, man.
But
You can't admit that you be DWYing.
no, I wasn't that bad. No.
Man.
No.
Okay, continue.
Because I knew what that led up to. I'm good on
Continue.
that. But no, this particular night, and it was early at that. It was before 12 when I left his house. And I'm turning on a cop to go home. This cop comes out from the other side of the street, saw me, whoop whoop, pulled me over. I was like, okay, all right. Mind you, I hadn't gone nowhere really yet. I was up the street from this man's house. Up the street. Okay, hadn't even got full speed yet at all. So he gets out. He tells me I made a turn on a no turn on red sign. I said, but I didn't. I hadn't got to that sign yet. That was at the next light. I went over there so much I knew the signs. Okay, I knew all of them everywhere. But he chose to tell me I made an illegal turn. I was like, all right. So while he's talking and he goes back to his car to check my tags and whatnot, I'm messaging my godfather. My godfather is a cop. Okay? Message him. I was like, hey, I don't know if you know this guy, but he just pulled me over. Telling me I made an illegal turn, but I didn't. Y'all can run the cameras back. I didn't. So he asked me where I was at. I told him where I was at. He said, don't roll your window back down. I said, okay, cool. So I let him stand outside my window. I was like, I'm waiting on someone. He gets mad or whatever, and he's just standing there yapping, going off or whatever. My godfather pulls up. That man's whole attitude changed. He was like, oh, this is your goddaughter? And I was like, yeah, sir. And then, my godfather was like, well, what did you say happened? And I looked at him and I said, I told you what he said. He said I made an illegal turn. How is that possible if the no turn on red sign is at that light? We're here. There's a right turn only sign at this light. My goddad went out of his way in his police car with the lights on, escorted me home, and told that man, if you bother my goddaughter again, I'm gonna make sure it's your last day as a police officer.
I will see your story ended a lot better. Okay, but
I ain't never had no problems after that.
Granted, there are a lot of times that the police, I don't like the police.
I don't either.
But I mean, I have respect for them. I don't like them, but I have respect for them to a certain extent. Let me just say
Yeah.
that.
I agree with that.
I have respect for police to a certain extent because they're supposed to be here to protect us. But that's one thing. Let me just ask, white America, if you are watching, how is it that you expect for us as black people in this day and age to be able to look to you as far as being an officer and supposing to protect and serve? How is it that we are supposed to explain to our children, don't matter the age, how you expect us to explain to our children that the same people that are supposed to be here to protect and serve us, first word is protect, are the main ones that are killing us? They're the main ones that's locking us up just for being the color of our skin. How are we supposed to explain that to our children? Just let me know that information. I just want to know.
I'm going to let you know right here. Because I seen this on Facebook a long time ago, okay? It took me by surprise. I don't know how to feel about it. Didn't know how to feel about it then. Still don't know how to feel about it. But there was a post on Instagram shared to Facebook that says, since y'all like to forget how 12 started, here's a physical reminder. The sheriff badge back in the day says Runaway Slave Patrol. Now it says Deputy Sheriff. It makes sense.
I mean, granted, the KKK is all up and through there.
Yeah. Even with black sheriffs. Even with black sheriffs.
The black people. Oh, I was in there last night. Listen. The black people that are there. And I'm not saying all black officers. Because it's not all black officers.
It's not all white
officers. But the black officers that are in the police force that either have white counterparts, white bosses, have a white partner, whatever the case may be, that are out there trying to impress these white people by killing us, like killing your own. Oh, I agree with my own.
I gotta meet my quota.
Like, whatever. How can you live with yourself? Like, and that just circles back to the black on black crime. But they trying to, I'm gonna be a good house. I'm gonna be a good house nigga.
That's what that is. That's what that is. That's exactly what
I'm gonna be a good house nigga so that you don't kill me.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta do this. If I don't, they're gonna take me out. I got to.
Listen,
I got to.
It's a whole protect and serve yourself at this point. I'm they show the commercials, defund the police, and in Biden's world or whatever, you call the police and you gonna get a message on your phone, and then they gonna come days later. Let me tell you something. Less than 2 weeks ago, somebody called for a burglary that had just occurred at their house. They didn't know whether the people were still in there or not. This is a black man that was right down the road, and they called the sheriff's department and they said, we got bigger and better things to do than come and check on your burglary. You be alright, call back tomorrow.
They were in pursuit of
They were in a
high-speed
high-speed chase. And then the head sheriff called the person back and said, oh, by the way, we do have enough sheriffs here because we only had 4 that was on the chase. We got 3 others. It's 7 together. We just ain't got nobody to come out there for you. Call back next week. So if it's gonna be in Biden's America, I think that's just America in general. Defund the police. I don't know if we want to defund them, because I mean, hell, where's the money going? I'm sorry to cuss, but where's the money going? if we don't defund the police, I mean, apparently it's not going to
I was
training.
about to pop you.
Apparently it's not going to training. Apparently it's not going into empathy.
Not at all.
Oh, well, let me, assess the situation before I just automatically pull my gun out and decide to start shooting. Let me wait and see what exactly is going on here. I'm not saying do the white thing and walk up, hey, what is going on here? I'm not saying to walk up on it. Ain't nobody telling you to go up to the door and be like, hey, I'm about to kill you now because you black and you sitting in the car. Or whatever.
Although sometimes that be the reason why they.
Right. But I'm not saying, go do that. What I'm saying is, what's the money going towards? That's all I want to know. We defunding the police. Okay, well, that's all well and good. They still
it's going
they
to
got
the rich
killer police.
people pockets.
They got killer police out there that's still getting paid. Oh, well, they on a paid leave while we investigate. But trust and believe, if it's a black officer, you ain't getting nothing.
Nah, you terminated. Not suspended. Terminated. It's over for you. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, someone said that they had only been called the N-word one time, and they're now 62, but they were living in New York and had never heard of that before.
New York is different.
Listen.
See, if you think about it too, slavery and stuff was down here in the South.
Listen, it's all
they got
over
along
at this point.
Up north. That's why they told us to go north, because it was freedom up north. So maybe
now you had your ally. Excuse me, you had your allies.
Yeah,
the Amish people.
Were there, yeah.
The quilts. Listen.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't as bad.
So that you'll know that this is a safe haven.
It wasn't as bad up there as it was down here.
It wasn't.
It was.
I mean,
it was
granted,
still,
we can't speak for it, but from what we know,
from what we know, what we were taught, it was terribly bad down here. Okay, it was just, oh God, please, down here. That's it.
But I mean, look, listen. Go watch Roots. Go watch the Harriet Tubman movie. Was it Harriet's? Go watch that and see how different things were. But then, at the same time, you're going to watch it and be like, dang. I'll be dang if dang just happened the other day.
Right. It's a lot of similarities.
I'll be dang if dang tried me the other day like that. And the whole time, swear for good Lord, listen. Say if, like I said, if I'm lying, let me know. Let a white person come up to a black person and try that stuff now.
You gonna get knocked out.
Like, I mean, granted, like I said, they tried to break us mentally. Yeah. And they did break a lot of us, honestly. Yeah. Beat you to the... Listen, watch 12 Years a Slave.
Don't watch that.
No.
Watch
12
it.
Years a Slave.
If you can handle it,
you want to see how it was, how they broke us mentally. This guy wasn't even a slave. They threw him into slavery
12 years a slave. The birth of a nation.
Like, they hate us.
I'm still mad at you about birth of a nation. That thing hurt
us
me,
with a passion. But the only reason
it was worth
that
it,
they hate us, and the only reason that they are mad at us is because
they're
they
jealous
know
of us.
That at one point we were royalty. We were kings and queens. And once we realize that and realize our worth, they are scared because they know that we are going to have that uprising. But outside of the uprising that they think that we going to have, as far as, oh, we going to kill every cracker out there or whatever. No, it ain't going to be that type of uprising. A lot of black people, if you actually sit and talk to us, are very intelligent and will sit there and we will have a genuine conversation with you and be able to respectfully agree to disagree.
Yeah.
on a lot of things. We're not gonna sit there and just because you wronged us, we gonna wrong you. It's not an eye for an eye type deal.
We're going to take what you said and we're going to reverse it. Build up on it. Because that's what we do.
Like, again, we just need to build our generational wealth as a black culture.
Yeah. I wanna read something. This is way off topic from what we were talking about, but it has irritated my entire soul. I don't know if I'm gonna say his name right, but a friend of mine posted this on her Snap. Okay, it threw me off. I was not ready to see this post. Anyway, it says Cohen describes Trump's obsessive hatred of Obama, including claiming that the only reason the former president got into Columbia University and Howard Law School was because of effing affirmative action. He also recounts Trump's low opinion of all black folks, claiming that Trump once said while ranting about Obama, "Tell me one country ran by a black person that isn't a S-hole. They are all complete effing toilets." First of all, that's not the end of it. That's not the end of it. Okay? Let that marinate though. It also says, after South African President Nelson Mandela died in 2013, Trump said he did not think Mandela was a real leader, not the kind respected, Cohen writes. Instead, Cohen writes that Trump praised the country apartheid era white rule, saying Mandela effed the whole country up. Now it's a S-hole. F Mandela. He was no leader.
Well, Trump has been Cheeto has been racist his whole life. Y'all ain't never know of the Central Park 5?
Listen. When I tell you,
Listen.
man, that thing, it threw me.
He put out a bounty pretty much. I'ma give, I don't even remember the amount. It was a large amount, probably $1 million. Oh, no, we gonna keep them locked. No, we gonna lock them up and we gonna kill them. They deserve the death penalty. They ain't even do it.
Wasn't it a white dude that
I
raped
believe
her?
so. But they ain't even do the crime.
But because they were in the area.
But no. Because they were black.
Some of them were just in the area. And black.
They were black and Hispanic. And the only reason that they were locked up was because, yes, they were in the area when it occurred, but they did not do it.
At all. Knew nothing about it.
He ain't care, though. Oh, nah. Them nigger babies, go ahead and throw them in jail,
Their
and
whole
then we gonna
childhood.
sit here. We gonna sit here, and we gonna kill them. Kill them. We don't need them. They just another thug. They just another drug dealer out on the streets.
Up north.
But this is who y'all people elected, because I didn't.
I surely did not. I was upset when I found out he was in office.
Like, honestly, and to those
This is not
to
the
those
apprentice.
that voted for him and that plan to vote for him again, listen.
Remove yourself.
If you are so Trump heavy that you are willing to vote for him again and keep allowing us to be in this type of America, make America great again, please tell me when it was.
America has never been great. It's had its good times. It's never been great.
I don't even know his slogan. I don't really care. But the Make
MAGA
America
is
Great
his
Again.
slogan.
No, it's not for this one. But Make America Great Again, nobody cares because America was never great. You all came and took the great America that it was and claim it for yourself. It wasn't even America at that point. It probably ain't even have a name.
It didn't. The natives
y'all
were
just
just
came
here.
over.
This
and
was the
decided to take
land
over.
of the natives.
Oh, and speaking of it, I'm backtrack real quick. As far as the babies out there, or any black person in general, let me just say that it is the most offensive thing to tell somebody that they speak white because they speak proper. It's not speaking white. Oh, you're black. You know, why are you speaking so, you speaking like a white person? Like, you talking like you white. What? Ew. Never tell a black person that they're speaking white because they're educated and speaking properly. They don't even have to be educated. You could be in the hood and know
Speak proper.
and speak properly. It's called proper English. That's what English is supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be spoken. We just decided to make our own language. That's
Spanglish.
it's
broken English.
it ain't no Spanglish, girl. I cannot. But it's like every culture has their own language. We have Ebonics. We speak to each other as we would. What up, homie?
Hey, yo, bro.
What up, pimp? Like, but you should know the difference of we know the difference. Let me just say that. I'm gonna reiterate that. We, those of us that speak proper English, know when to speak our proper English and when to be hood.
Yeah.
You could talk to your friends like, what up, bro? What up, pimp? Alright then.
That's like the blacks that get mad at the whites for talking how we talk, as far as like the hood conversation.
Because they took our whole culture down to the braids, down
No,
to the cornrows.
No, I'm not saying
Reversing back.
I'm not saying that they took it. Some of them just grew up in it, like
Still
we
reversing
did.
back.
So that's what they used to. But then it makes it hard for those whites that's used to that, because you do have those ones that's like, oh, I'm gonna try and be this.
And they, you know,
And they got the
adoption.
nerve to say Eminem paved the way. Look,
Adoption.
that'll do it too. Eminem did not pave the way, okay? Eminem is just Eminem. He can do that.
But yes, do
I
not
like
tell,
Eminem. Don't judge me.
Don't tell a black person that they speak in white. It's called proper English. And we know when and where to use it and when
Exactly.
not to. That's very offensive, and I'm gonna tell you, we don't like it.
Exactly.
Just say, oh, well, you are well educated. I know that.
We need a lot more Nelson Mandelas and Rosa Parkses and
We just need people.
Chadwicks.
We just need
R.I.P.
to.
Chadwick.
Yes, R.I.P. Black Panther. That hurt my spirit.
With his fond self. That man was gorgeous. Okay.
But
okay.
he's the definition of.
Listen. The true definition.
Oh, you sick?
Oh, we
Okay,
gon-
keep pushing.
We gonna thug it out.
Keep
Until I
pushing.
can't thug it no more.
Keep pushing.
That's
You
the
ain't got
true,
nothing but to live for.
That's the second truest sign of strength.
Live
that I've
your
seen.
life to the fullest, despite what is going on with you.
Like I said, that's the second truest sign of strength.
And yet,
that I
going back to the whole circle thing, nobody in his circle broke that he had cancer for 4 years.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a circle that strong, you don't need it.
Yeah.
For 4 years, bruh was suffering. We ain't know that he was
During
killing
Black Panther.
King T'Challa, listen, okay?
Listen.
Mom bet he listened. Bro was dying for 4 years and nobody knew a thing outside of his circle.
I low-key feel like Black Panther, him dying in Black Panther was like the set up, build up
for him
for when
pass-
he
But-
dying for real.
Well, no, we can't say that. We can't say that.
I know the
Because
comic.
they didn't even know that he was dying.
Well, yeah.
Marvel didn't even know that he was dying.
Well, yeah, but some of the characters that play in it with him did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
But
I've seen a lot of Twitter.
The point
stuff.
is, when we need to, as a culture, to know our worth, build ourselves up, support each other, build Black Wall Street back. Go and buy that property in Atlanta. It's a whole. Well, it's not in Atlanta. It's outside of Atlanta. There's a whole abandoned city that they said if we brought together 100,000 people and put in a $10,000 share, we could build our own flipping city.
It's a family. I gotta look it up, but it's a family that bought like, I forgot how much land, but they bought a whole lot of land and moved to this land and said that the reason why they bought it was so other black people could move to and build up to be free.
That's what's up.
Why?
That's like
can't we have more of those?
American Gangster? Listen, I don't care what you say. Bruh moved his whole family up there. They was hustling, yes. They was making that guap. Yes, they were selling drugs. Okay, you get it where you fit in. You feel me? But, make your money, boo-boo. Any way that you can get there, do it. But take him. Frank Lucas was from here in flipping North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina.
From where?
Greensboro. Listen. Frank Lucas was born here. Okay?
He's one of us.
And he built his wealth. He built wealth. Dude went to jail, came out, and still had guap. Listen. We need to have that type of mindset. He brought his whole family here. Okay, boss? Listen, this is what we gonna do, okay? You cross me, I'm gonna cross you. Okay, bro, you messing up my money? Yes, he smashed his cousin's head in, but that's because he was messing up. Listen, we trying to build something here, and you over there messing up because you want to be selfish and snort.
Not saying that it's okay to bash your cousin.
Yeah, not saying that. I mean, not saying it's okay to beat you.
We trying to get away from the violence.
Not saying it's okay to beat, your family members or whoever and all that. But the point is, he was trying to build something. He brought people in. He brought his family in. They supported each other. Mm-hmm. They had guap. 4 days. Watch the movie. Dude had money in the safe. He had money in the banks. He had money buried under the ground. He had money everywhere. Yet again, there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. And dude was wealthy. It just caught up to him. And the white people used it to an advantage.
Yep.
Like, why we can't have that mindset now? As far as the support and building up each other, I will never understand. But once we do realize our worth, because there's a few groups that I'm in on Facebook right now that's supposed to, that's supporting black-owned businesses and, buying black only. Mm-hmm. Like, if we could know our worth, help each other, support each other, build each other up. Hey, bro, I got you. Hey, sis, let me fix your crown. Like, nah, you better than that. Stand up. We all equal. When we figure that out as a culture, we gonna be a force to reckon with. And when America finds that out and understands that instead of killing us, working with us, this will actually be a great country. And people will actually be like, oh, that is the land of the free, where you can go and be who you want to be and make something of yourself. Then at that point, at that point, we will have everybody here. It's like, oh, okay, well, we can do this. We can live. We can actually be free. Yes, we're free in certain circumstances. under certain rules. We have the little exclamation. Well, no, not the exclamation. We have the little asterisk at the bottom. You're free, but
The fine print. The fine print.
we're
Read the
free,
small
but we're
prints.
not free. We still working to break the chains, and we have to be that generation to be able to break the chains like our ancestors did,
Yeah.
and actually be about something. Because if your grandparents or your great grandparents are still alive, cherish them and get as much knowledge as you can from them, because what they came through to get us where we are now
Will help you get through a whole lot.
will
in your
help you get
future.
through a lot in the future, and that will help jumpstart that mindset, that Obama mindset. We can do it. You can
Yes,
be.
you can. Okay.
That's all I have to say about it. But I'm sorry, we done said a lot. I done started preaching
You
halfway, low key.
You all right?
But let me go ahead and shout out these black businesses that we got.
I got a few.
Bet.
I got a few. So while you looking for yours, you need a haircut or you need some dope clothes. Cole the Barber, CTB Clothing. Okay, she nasty with it. Inbox her, or go to her website. She'll hook you up. When I say hook you up, I mean I gave her the thought of a shirt last year, and she gave me exactly what my thought was. Okay, she will have you right. Okay. Also, this good old power couple right here, okay, support in the black businesses, also support in the black LGBT nation. Yes. Okay. Listen, we got Sabrina Lassiter and Jasmine Gill. Okay, Sabrina Lassiter is the owner of Think Pink Hair Salon that is located in Greensboro off of Spring Garden Street. Jasmine Gill is over global. I gotta get her the name of it, but she has her own clothing line. Also, she does like athletes wear, like basketball shorts and socks and t-shirts, things like that. She also has a fitness program, and she's good with that. It's not your regular fitness program. She will have you running in the sand with weights on your ankles. Okay, she's a beast. her brand is Just Global. Jasmine Gill, Just Global. I just got that. Listen, okay, JG, I got you. All right, but also together they have First Class Hookah Company. It's the upscale, classy hookah lounge. They just had their grand opening earlier this week. I was so sad because I wanted to go. But congrats to you guys on that as well. That's all I got for now. I'm really proud of them. Like, they are like my motivation, okay? Because I met Sabrina in hair school, okay? She was graduating when I was starting, okay? That's my mentor. Y'all wonder why I'm so good? It's her fault.
Alright, so we got T's Woodworks.
Yes.
T's Woodworks.
That's Tanika.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
get a custom functional art.
And she is a beast.
Alright, you can get
Okay.
some good art pieces for you. You hit up her Instagram at TS_Woodworks. TS_Woodworks. You got Fresh Buzz, the Good Tipsy. You can get drinks, non-alcoholic, alcoholic beverages. You can get desserts. They selling plates, kids plates. What else? Listen, you want it, they got it. All right, go buy from them. It's Fresh Buzz at Fresh Buzz TGT on Instagram. Fresh Buzz Tips. Fresh Buzz TIP on Facebook, or you can go to their website and place your order, and they do deliver as well as take Cash App or cards. The website is freshbuzztgt.com. Also, if you are a comedian out there, this is for you. Public service announcement. We are starting. I say we. I am starting a comedy club / poetry cafe. If you are a poet or a comedian,
Spoken word.
yeah, spoken word, go ahead and hit me up so that we can go ahead and get you on the shout out here. LMAO Comedy Club and Poetry Cafe is gonna be up soon. Again, if you're a comedian, go ahead and drop your name so that I can go ahead and hit you up so that you can be here for the grand opening, okay, boo?
Also, if you need to be worked out, and when I say worked out, I mean massaged from the nitty to the MF and gritty. Listen, honey, okay? Chasey Bullock. She is the new owner of Re-Energized. That is REINERGIZD. Okay? Energized. Re-Energized. Boy, listen, okay? I'm calling her later this week. Listen. Because I need it, God. I need it, okay? But if you need a massage, and I mean, she does everything. She does foot massages. She does athlete massages. She does the relax the soul massages.
Oh, she does feet. Listen.
Yes. She does feet.
She a good one, because I wouldn't.
I gotta be in a good mood to touch her feet. But yes, she does feet. Also, if you've never heard of this man, well, I wouldn't necessarily say this man, because he takes on many different versions of himself. Not personalities, and he's clarified that. Okay? One of Greensboro's finest, who is back in his hometown, which is Charlotte, North Carolina, Mr., and I said Mister on purpose, Boots Durango. Okay? Baby, listen. You need a good read. Okay? He is the tarot queen. Okay? I've had a reading from him a few times, and he's read me front, back, left, right, side to side, diagonal, vertical, horizontal. Okay? Listen, to the T. Okay? If you need him, you can find him on Facebook at Boots Tarot 2, or you can find him as a Brandon Roberts. You can go to his website and book a read at www.spiritsquad.org. Okay? And he will give you the business. Ain't led me wrong yet.
I cannot. But let me go ahead and let this last shout out go. Shout out to Keith Jones and his lovely wife. They have their photography business and videography. If you need photography or videos for anything, and I do mean anything, hit them up. Forever Jones Co. on Facebook, and that is also their website, foreverjonesco.com. Go ahead and check them out. The videos are beautiful, the pictures are beautiful. Make sure that you hit them up. We are going to be seeing them later on this week. But make sure that you hit them up so that you can go ahead and get your good videos of your event, or either your photos of your event that will be coming up. So yeah, shout out to y'all. But again, I do want to thank each and every last person that tuned in today, that commented, anything of that nature. Make sure to share this video, as well as future videos or past videos. If you've been following us for a while, thank you so much for the support.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate it. We are Black Excellence TV on every platform. Find us on Facebook and on YouTube, Black Excellence TV, and the Black is BLK. Excellence TV. You can also email us if you got anything that you want to share. You got a business that you want to be shouted out on the show. We shout out black-owned businesses every week.
You got a topic you want us to talk about?
Yeah, you got a topic that you want us to talk about, or something that you want us to chime into. You can email us if you want, if that's your preference, blackexcellencetv@gmail.com, or you can comment below on the video, or just comment on the page. Hit us up. We definitely answer at all times. So, again, this is Black Excellence and Culture, the good and the bad. I am your host, SHAE, along with our guest host,
Lady T.
and we will see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Y'all be easy.